Today, looks like we got a John Deere 300 TS1 sensors, something about the body sensor not working, going on and off or something like that. So we'll check it out, fix it for him today. We'll check the body sensor cables. We'll get them to repark it, and we'll take it apart. We'll replace that cable. Cable's coming from the GX55 up to the body sensor. Cable has a cut in it, so I wiggled it. Didn't seem to go red or anything for the body sensor, but under certain circumstances, conditions, stuff like that, yeah, it's probably gonna go red. Imagine if water gets in there or something, it shorts out. And while we're here, we might as well just take and inspect real quick the rest of the system in case we need to do any other work. Should have a hydraulic hose protecting that cable right there, but I guess if they don't break it. Alrighty, so this cable coming from the GX55 up to the body sensor. That's the very first sensor cable that you're gonna encounter. So that one's damaged. The way these are installed is if you set the equipment like this, you'll be able to get under here and knock these belly pans off, and that cable right here just runs straight down. You see it right there under the floor, under that pan, crosses over, comes up straight to the body, and there's the new cable right there, 5 meter. Alright, let's fix it for him. Alright, you can see how this cable is ran. Comes down, goes under the floor right there, comes under here, there it goes right there, crosses over there, comes over this way, it's curled up, goes straight out right through that little access hole back there, and that's pretty common. So just cut it out of here, take the zip ties off, cut it out, pull it through, and what I do is I get it to this point right here and I just pull the other cable through, but I gotta get up on top and cut the zip ties as well. Alright, so up here we gotta take this plate out so we can gain access. And let's see, that cable goes under and then up. Then this one comes out and goes up the boom. So we want to check that one as well. We want to check them all actually while we're here, but I want to see how that one got damage on it down there. I assume, yeah, it's got a new hydraulic hose, see that? I assume somebody banged into it. Okay, so now we're in a spot where you actually can see better. You see that's a brand new hose too. You see there's a hydraulic leak over here somewhere. Let's see. There it is. That's why. You can see what happened here. Looks like they took these hoses off and they're laid in on top of the cables. That's what happened. See it right there? The damage? It looks like it just got wedged and split. Wow. Upon closer inspection, I'm really surprised that's still working. Look at that. The whole head of it is crushed. Interesting. This one's not bad. I wonder what did it. Was it that hose? Huh. It's gonna be fun to get out. I know that. Maybe it'll still unscrew. Well, that's better. You can see it better. First thing, make sure you get as much dirt out of there as possible. That's actually got 2 bad spots. How in the world did that still work? Wow. I just went ahead and took both the cables off because I'm going to reroute them. They should not be wedged underneath the hydraulic hose. And this is interesting. It's hard to say what actually happened. It probably was damaged when they were installing the new hydraulic hose right here. But that is just so interesting that it's still working. I've never seen one mashed up that bad and still work. And I shook it. I was shaking it and watching it, seeing if it would go red. It's red now. Interesting, huh? Alright, so we're going to leave this here because I'm just going to take and tape my new one onto the other side and pull it up through. And let's go do that now. Alright, so we just need to detach from here. This cable is no good, so I am not interested in saving it by any means. And we can cut it because it's already damaged. That'll make just life that much easier to work with it. Again, I don't need that section. I need right about there. All the rest of this is garbage. This section here, I've already pulled it through. Okay, so this one right here, this goes out to the sensor. I'm just gonna clean that up. I'm gonna tape the new one onto it and just pull it through. Makes it so much easier than trying to fish it, you know. Be sure you tape up the new ends so that you don't get muck all on them. This is it's a filthy machine, and most of them are. They tend to get over greased, and especially when you're going through those spots like that. Alright, so now we just need to basically tape that on there and pull it through. I'm only gonna pull through what I need. The rest can get wound up under here. So let's go over and pull it through. Bring some zip ties and we can mount it, get it secured. Alright, let's pull it on through. There it is. We only really need about that much. Not sure where I'm gonna go with this. Probably way underneath those hoses. Then again, I don't want to come up. Matter of fact, I'm just gonna bring it like this and just stay clear away from those hoses. That'll be fine like that. Actually, can I go through that hole and then back here and then back here somewhere? Maybe, maybe not. And then just come up on it. It looks like I can do that. I'll do it if I can. Okay, we're all back together. I'll show you what I did. So I basically came up from underneath the cab, went back in, around, kept the cable on that side, just brought it up and in. So it's away from the hoses, it's away from all this in here. This backside one that's going up to the boom sensor, I just brought along here, zip tied here, coiled it there, brought it up here, keep it nice and loose. Keep it away from these hoses, because when they kick, man, they really kick, and they were bound up in there, so that kick might have caused the damage to that cable, or it could have been when they were replacing a hose or something. I don't know. Alright, so now under here, all we need to do is bring this cable up to the display and plug it in, zip tie the rest up underneath here, and we'll be good to go to test. And that's it. Just run the new cable underneath and put the excess somewhere and zip tie it down and good to go. Put the plates back on and let's test it out. Okay, let's give it a try. See what happens. Of course, it wasn't going red before when I was wiggling the cable, which was weird. That cable had a lot of damage. Let's see if we can go red at least, or go green, I mean. Green is good. Might have to go get my key. That's a GPS. Nice. Just cruising along, just cutting the grade. Operator just has to hang out, basically. Alright, so we want to change that 4.7 to 4.8. Almost there with GPS firmware. That's the main. We got to do the auxiliary too. Well, let's see if auto load has corrected itself. I reloaded 3DMC with the newer version, and that should, yep, there it goes. Okay, so good. So the version that was in it before wasn't auto loading, so I guess it was a good thing that we had to update it, so it auto loads now. I just did factory reset on the main and auxiliary antennas, so it might take a minute. Okay, well, here we are. Everything is green. We got all our sensors. We have GPS. 8 out of 16. I want to see if I can do better. There's no masking on this, so, but let's go and make sure. Okay, so that's on. Just cycle them. Okay, so now we got 10 out of 14, so that's good. Not much I can do with it outside of that. So we got our update in there for GPS, and we have our new 3DMC version in there. Alright, good to go. That one can go back to work.